everybody! Today's Friday, yay for making it through the week, and I thought that I'd do another video about doing my makeup. So as you can see, I've re-dyed my hair to have the pink back in my bangs, and I'm absolutely loving it. Because I've only done it once so far, this is totally not the color it's going to end up after about a month, but it's a great start. So as you can see, I'm very happy about the pink to be back. So today I'm going to do a look that kind of downplays my eyes, and puts some more focus on a color that will... I don't have an exact lip color that matches this color because I'm not using the same dye color that I used last time, but I have one that's close, so it's going to balance my bangs with my lips. So before I do that, because I'm using lipstick, I'm going to start with a balm on my lips just because my lips are always dry. So this one is an Almay one, and it's massive. Like, look at the size of this. This is huge. I could do top and bottom at the same time if I wanted. But it works nice, so it will sink in while I do the rest of my makeup. And then my lips will be ready for actual lipstick. So I'm going to start like normal with my Milani eyeshadow primer. So I think my tube is actually getting close to empty, but it's definitely worth picking up. It's not very expensive, and for me it really, really works. So it keeps my eyeshadow from creasing, and so it still looks like I applied it not at the beginning of the day, even when I do. It's obviously not the beginning of the day right now, but it still lasts well. So today I'm using darker shades. So I'm using, this one's it's a Quo palette. I think this one's actually from fall of 2015. You see it's got some nice darker shades. So I really, really like these three, like the green and the purple. Those are my favorites. I'm going to start with just a blending brush, and I'm going to use the purple shade in my crease. So I'm just applying it and kind of blending it out. So it's going to get a nice even color. So see, it's kind of like a brownish burgundy, and it's not super dark. I'm doing a light application, so it's not super dark, but it's just kind of a little bit more definition. So I'm going to take a smaller brush. What do I got going on? So this one's actually a Quo brush. I'm going to take it and I'm going to apply, I think, just the green all over. So it's kind of a khaki green, which is not actually an easy to find shade. So this is one of the reasons why I really like it. As you can see together, these two are very much fall colors or winter. Kind of dark and moody. Kind of blend them together where they meet. See, I'm going very, very subtle and very easy today. So then I'm just going to grab kind of a smaller brush. I'm going to use just the brown, the dark brown shade, and just on the outside corner, just to give it a little bit more depth. And then I am going to line my eyes today, and I'm using my Gosh Jumbo Pro Liner. It's a marker style, so, but because it's short, it gives good flow, so the tip doesn't get dry because it is so short. So I'm doing just a very subtle, small line. And pretty just a little straight across. Because it's a kind of a really short tip and it's not quite blunt, but it's not really sharp. I don't find it really good for doing like a wing. But it is good if you just want to have just a little bit of a liner look. Getting one side thicker than the other. It's always a concern. As you can see, it goes on fairly dark, but in spots like the corner, it does kind of bleed a little and fade. So going over it twice really helps to kind of cement the color. There we go. So then for mascara today, I'm using, because it's a new year, or new quarter, I've replaced all my mascara. So what I'm using, I have a whole bunch of little samples that I'm trying to use up this quarter. So this time I'm using a Smashbox Full Exposure. And for some reason, all the samples I have today have like massive brushes. So every time I open it, I'm like, oh my goodness, this brush is so big. Like, look, it's like bigger than my eyeball. I guess last quarter I must have had a bunch of mascaras that had smaller brushes. But for anyone who doesn't know, you should definitely replace your mascara at least once every 6 months. I tend to do mine once every 3 months because I always have a lot, but also just to keep my eyes nice and healthy. I replace them, and I never even have just one open. We're talking 3 or 4 at a time I replace. But this one it's a huge brush, but it's okay. I don't find that it adds a lot of volume. I expected it to add more. So this one's actually a lot more subtle than I was expecting. It's nice for kind of fluffing out your lashes. Like, see, I'm getting really good separation. But it's not really adding any volume, which I was hoping for. I'm always hoping for volume, so it looks like my lashes are thicker. But so we can move on. So those are my eyes done. Now I'm going to maybe grab my palette and just do a lighter shade at the top just to help blend it out a little bit more. So I think out of the palette, I'm just going to use this one here, this kind of champagne-y shade. Let's grab another kind of blendy brush. The top, just so there's no harsh lines because the burgundy is kind of a harsh color. It's a darker color. I don't want to have any harsh lines at all. So we're just going to blend. There, and it just kind of makes it so it's a little bit better gradient. This side has a little odd thing happening. Where's my purple brush? This one. There. That looks a little bit more even. So then my eyes are done. Time to move on to the rest of my face. So I'm going to use always my Twistup flat top brush for my foundation, and just like always my Gosh Exceptional Wear foundation, which I'm kind of sad to say feels like it's starting to get a little empty. I'm going to have to start storing it upright instead of just throwing it in the drawer. I just poked myself in the eye. Oh. Get this blended in. And on my forehead. There we go. So then I'm going to take, so for my face today, I'm using a Quo face palette. I don't remember, I want to say it was this fall. I don't remember. I should put a sticker on the back. I can recognize some of the patterns, but then I forget what they are. So it looks like this. It's got a bronzer and a blush and a highlighter. I don't really like the highlighter. I don't find that it shows up at all. So I just use the bronzer and I'm going to use the blush, and then I have a different highlighter that I'm going to use. So I just use an angled fluffy brush. This one's from Pro Finish. And just apply it just on the bottoms of my cheekbones. So the underneath section. But not too far down, because I don't want to be way down here. I just want to be right. So it looks like the cheek hollow is a little bit deeper than it actually is. I'm going to use the same brush and just in the pink, and then I put it just kind of, I think of it as the back part of my cheek and the top part. I don't think it's funny, there's always a joke that you put makeup on to take the color out of your face and then you put color back on, and it's true. I use foundation to take the color out of my face here, to put it, and then use other products to put it back on the outside where it doesn't show up naturally. Then I'm going to switch and just grab. It's funny, the Facebook Live is so bright as opposed to like in the mirror that I have down below here. So the highlighter that I'm going to use today is a Becca. It's a little wee sample one. It's Opal. So I got it from Sephora, and it comes in a set. So this one's from a mini set. So this is a mini one, and it comes with this pressed, and it also has a liquid version, but me and liquid products don't really match. So I'm just using a really small fluffy brush. This one's actually a Quo one. So it came with one of my Quo face palettes. So just using a little bit, and you really only need a little bit of this product. So I'm just going to put it on the tops of my cheeks. So Becca products are really known for their highlighters, and with them you really only need a little bit, and they really catch the light nicely. I feel like I got this side a little less. There. And then all I have left to do is, well, I guess I got two things left, my eyebrows and my lips. So I'm using my Quo brow one. This one I think is from the spring of, I want to say spring of last year, maybe fall of last, I don't remember the palette, which one it's from. They come out with the same one pretty much twice a year, in the fall and the spring. I really like it because a mixture of the light and dark is perfect for my eyebrows. So I'll just use it to fill them in a little bit. And to try to make them look a little bit more even. Because I have one, this one really wants to angle, whereas the other one really is quite flat. Deeper. I feel like I keep getting a hole right here. Eyebrows shouldn't have holes. There. Good enough. And I'm sure I say that every single time. So for my lips, I'm going back to my Annabelle Twistup, and this one is Royale. So this is a color that actually perfectly matched my hair the last time I dyed it, the pink. So I know I've already tried it and kind of tested it, that it doesn't quite match this time. Not yet anyways. But I really, really like the format of these Twistups because they're a little skinnier than regular lipstick, but they're really easy to use. And the actual formula is really comfortable to wear. Can't talk when you're applying lipstick. Running out of fingers. Even, close enough. There. My camera's tilting, weird. Alright, so as you can see, it's a little bit purpler, a little bit more pinker than my hair, but I'm hoping it will match closer. But anyways, so this is my look. Simpler eye, brighter lipstick to kind of balance the hair. So there you go. Bye for now.